6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face. Blackest eyes. The devil's eyes.
Such sights to show you. We'll tear your soul apart.
Welcome back to Death Curse Society and another Slash Report, folks. Look, we got the gang all here. The Colonel, Zigzag, and Red Crank. Woo!
It's a miracle. I didn't think it was going to happen tonight.
No.
Yeah, I thought we were going to just have two of us tonight. But no, Ziggy disappointed me and showed up.
Here I am showing up to do the due diligence on a show that needs to be discussed, and I get shit for it. Great.
I just thought you'd still be working.
Hey, man, not much has changed since Monday, though. You was going to get the shit on Monday night, too. You didn't even get a golf clap.
But there
It's
were
true.
plenty of... Well, all right.
Good God. Good God, good God. Yep. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. Make sure to let us know in the comments that you're here and watching the show. And we're going to be talking about Creepshow, the latest episode that just dropped on Shudder today. Included the stories Pipe Screams. I knew I was going to do that. I knew I was going to fuck it up. And Within the Walls of Madness. So we're going to start with Pipe Screams. Colonel, let's start.
Oh, Pipe Screams. Dude, this was the story I've been waiting for since the end of episode 1. Mm-hmm. This is what we needed. This was Creepshow. Mm. I mean, it had everything we fucking needed. Hell, Barbara Crampton playing a drunk, racist, slumlord Karen and pulled it the fuck off. I mean, she really did. God, I was like, oh, she's a bitch. Like, she pulled it off, man. And then, you got your poor plumber just trying to do a job, get those reviews up, make some money. And then you get the elements of what was it from Creepshow 2? The raft. Tell me that wasn't. That's exactly what I thought when I first finally saw it.
It's from mine.
Mainly the raft.
Well,
I had a feeling you were going to like this one. Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to like this one, especially not just because Barbara Crampton's in it, but it's such a different role than what we just saw her as in Jacob's Wife, which, just so you guys know, we have a review of that coming out tomorrow on our YouTube channel. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's so different. She's such a bitch. Such a bitch. And it's amazing. I don't think I appreciated Barbara Crampton as much as I should have in the 80s. I really don't. Ziggy, tell him I'm wrong.
Seriously, it's like Barbara Crampton week. It's awesome. But yeah, you know, she was always like a second tier scream queen back then for some reason. You know, Quigley gets more love than she does a lot, I think. I don't know why. But she's far from done. This was another great example. And yes, she actually achieved making me not like her so much in this role here. So pretty damn good. Colonel mentioned the raft from Creepshow. I noted probably the crate elements of that. There's obviously a little homage to Evil Dead 2 in this. It's just great. And you get all your swirly green and red lights that you like in the Creepshow stuff. So absolutely, this was a fine episode to launch off this week's feast.
Right. Yeah, I completely agree with the Colonel on this. This was the style of filmmaking or episodic television making, whatever you want to call it, that fits Creepshow. This is what I was looking for. Granted, the last couple of episodes have been struggles, kind of like this episode, clearly. But yeah, this one I enjoyed, and Barbara was great. The guy that played the plumber was great. The tenant that he has to go to her house was great. And goddamn, it was just the only thing I had almost a problem with, and I grew to get over it, was the creature. And it looked like Mr. Hanky, man. It looked like a realistic Mr. Hanky, just a shit monster. I wanted to put a Mr. Hanky clip in here for today, but I didn't have time. Colonel, am I wrong, or did you like the shit monster?
I like the shit monster for what it was. It gave it that old school feel. Again, the puppetry from the season, as we all know, is not great. This one was one of the better ones. Because I mean, like Zach said, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Evil Dead 2 and that puppetry with, Ash's severed hand. I kind of appreciated it. But yeah, it wasn't the best. At times, it looked like a fucking dirty ass ball sack to smoke coal miners' lungs. But real quick, I want to throw it back a little bit to what you said about the cast. Tell me I'm wrong. When I first seen that tenant, for a second, I thought that was Rosario Dawson. Just for a fucking second, I was like, no.
It wasn't, but yeah, I could see that. Feel free to comment away out there. By the way, if you are watching, let us know what you thought of the latest episode of Creepshow. We see a couple of you coming in now, and we see one leaving. But hey, thanks for stopping by. Hope you didn't leave a deuce on my front porch on your way out.
God,
like the shit monster. Ziggy, did you?
I didn't think it was a shit monster. More or less, it was like the scum monster. It was just clumps of hair and shit. And if you've ever snaked a fucking drain, you've seen this thing already. You know what this is. So I mean, I didn't really go with like some shit. I'm sure some shit or some funk got clogged into it as it rolls through the pipes and everything. But yeah, it was like she even says, it's the hair. It's just it's different here when she's being her racist self, Mrs.
Right. I'm not saying it was absolutely a shit monster. That's just kind of what it looked like to me. So
well, yeah. It does have a resemblance to. It's kind of brown and.
Well, and even when he opens that or removes that desk and he finds that opening in the wall when he's trying to locate it, when he pulls that desk away, he's like, oh. I mean, you can tell he's reacting like something smells like shit. If
you've ever snaked a drain, that is fucking death too when you finally get it out in the air, the big hunk of shit that its
I'm
hair
aware.
stinks. It always stinks. So that fit for my world. Yes, I get it.
You think I've never had to snake a goddamn drain? Seriously?
Mm-hmm. So you know this already.
I know the smell quite well, but mine doesn't go crawling off into the distance, after I pull it out.
I would hope not.
Whew. All right, so should we get into the spoilers of this?
Sure, why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
We're
got like the
books, yeah.
got like the Family Feud.
Anybody care if I have a drink? Okay.
Like a real drink, or
Well, hell, what the hell? You know? Wish I would have brought my pipe down here. Hey, why am I dressed?
By the way, good looking shirt there again, Colonel.
Oh, thank you. It does look nice, doesn't it? It looked nicer if my internet wasn't so fucked up right now. Dude, I was worried.
Your other one is due maybe tomorrow. It's in Cincinnati already, so.
Damn.
I looked before the show, so.
All mine shipped too. All right, well, let's, I don't think we need to spoil anything. You want to spoil it? Go ahead then.
Well, I mean, did you like when the creature got a hold of the guy's hand and the effects of that?
Yeah.
Plumber's hand?
There I was going, okay, we got a blob thing happening here now, and didn't quite go that way, but it was great. That's what led into the whole little kind of homage to Evil Dead 2 and the hand, Ash versus the hand, and pre-Sever and post-Sever. So, I mean, it was cool. Definitely cool.
All right. How about you, Colonel? Was that a good spot?
No, yeah, I dug it. I mean, fuck, it was kind of funny once he was finally able to get the creature off his hand. So there it looks like they took one of those dishwashing gloves and just painted it like his skin tone. It's all just. But I mean, his hand.
Put this on.
You got to look at it.
Yeah, put this on. This is the special effect. That's it. Yeah, put it on.
This is Shudder money, baby. We can't use like phone and this and that.
This was based on a story from Greg Nicotero and somebody else, and I thought it came out pretty good. How about the ending? I wasn't quite expecting that, but not the group to be there at least. But then I kind of got the feeling of, yeah, the group needs to see this bitch meet her ultimate demise, right, Colonel?
Oh, definitely. Because I'm with you. I mean, like I said, I got a better idea. Or I got an idea. I knew where it was going. Like you said, I did not expect the entire fucking building to be in there. And it was cool. That was a satisfying ending. Ended on a happy note, like it should have. A pretty little picture and crayon.
A dark happy note.
Yeah. Some food, set some food out by the manhole cover. And
right. So did that signal? Well, let me get to Ziggy on that ending or the ending. What'd you think of that?
Yeah, it was all right. The very ending part. I thought that was a little pointless, but
yeah, I want to get into that too.
Yeah, it's fine. The conclusion of the story was cool for sure.
Well, did that photo signify that the little girl had taken the shit monster on as like a replacement for Fluffy? As a pet? That's kind of what it looked like to me. I mean, shit, she's looking food for it.
Like, fine, or leaving food for the cat. Maybe she don't know the cat's been hooked already. I don't know.
That was not a drawing of a cat that she was holding hands with in that last photo. Or that last still. Right, Colonel? Am I wrong there?
Yeah, that definitely wasn't a fucking cat, man.
Should have been some stink lines drawn off the thing she drew.
like Pigpen and the Peanuts?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Little miss.
Is that what you got from that, Colonel? Was that she had taken the shit monster on as a pet?
Yeah, it's clear as fucking day. How could you confuse it with anything else, man? I mean, this, does you want to call it the shit monster? Kind of solved everybody's fucking problems. So of course they're going to fucking feed it, and I'm sure it's really nice for them to be able to take a shower and then not have to stand ankle deep in fucking water where it just starts filling up the fucking tub till you get out. Come on, man. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's great.
I just don't see the shit monster giving up after, I got one full body to eat on, and now I'm friends with all these people. I don't get that.
But it really didn't kill people before. I mean, I see what you're saying. I really do. I can't even really argue your point of view on this. Because I mean, you're not wrong. It's just the way I saw it was like, if you feed it, keep it full, it'll leave you alone.
Had they got a full 40 minutes with this one, I think they probably could have built the backstory of her being a fucking asshole to the tenants and shit a little bit better. That probably would have helped it a bit too. But it's the same thing. It's got 20 minutes to get this story told. Let's bang it out, hit the key points, and they delivered on it overall. It was a good episode. It was one of the better episodes of season 2 thus far.
So far, yeah, absolutely. So let's go there. Rate it, Colonel. Give it a number.
Oh, give it a number. You guys are probably going to shit on me for this one. I want to say, I gave so far what my highest grade was 9 for episode 1. This story, I'm going to give it a 7.5, man. I thought it was a classic Creepshow. I mean, there's really not too much for me to nitpick about it.
I agree with you, man. I thought it was good too. Ziggy, number.
This one earns a 7. Definitely earns a 7 for me. Yep.
Short, sweet, to the point.
Yeah, man.
Stoned a little bit.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Just
came in right from work, so.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're watching, talk to us about Creepshow. Let us know what you thought of the latest episode. We're getting ready to wrap up our thoughts on pipe screams. I would give it a 7 as well, man. This was just a great episode. So 7.5, 7 and a 7 for pipe screams. So let's move on to the second story in today's episode, Within the Walls of Madness. Again, this one has a little bit of a sci-fi touch to it. It even kind of reminded me a little bit of this bad boy, The Thing. And man, this one was kind of fun too, actually. Ziggy, get us going on this one.
Definitely fun. Definitely homage to The Thing, among other isolation type movies like that. And kind of, I don't know, man. It had a Lovecraftian vibe to it as well. I'm sure you know what I'm getting at. But yeah, it was okay. It wasn't as good as the first episode of this week, though, in my opinion. And overall, probably hurt the overall episode as a whole, because I thought it got weak towards the end of the story.
Okay, well, I always like those stories that start with like one guy telling another person about something horrific that happened, and look, person A is basically saying, you have no idea what this is. You don't know what the truth is. You don't know what, and then we peel back the layers and we discover it as we go. I like stories like that. So this one started well for me, and I thought ended well. Colonel, what do you think of Within the Walls of Madness?
Kind of a zag on this one. It wasn't terrible. It definitely had the Thing feel to it. Just little things. One, I can't remember the actress's name, but
Denise Crosby.
Yes. I'll be honest. I thought she died.
Oof.
So I was pretty excited to know that she was still alive. I was like, "Oh, cool!" I thought she died.
Yeah.
Not even trying to be a dick, just being honest. I really didn't know she was among us anymore.
No, so, that was her career after she did Pet Cemetery, pretty much. Yeah, she was gone.
She was on Star Trek, I think. One of the Star Treks.
She left Star Trek to do Pet Cemetery.
See, well, stand corrected, which is fine because I really didn't know. But man, it had its moments. It just dragged on, and then I get what we've gotten in the past 3 episodes, man. Like it's literally the same fucking thing we've seen already, and I just I got more to say, but I'm just gonna keep it at that. Just
All right. Like I said, I dug this one. I thought it was pretty much fun from start to finish. I like the tension between the head of security and the main character, especially since it starts over a woman. And dude, I tell you what, if you are limited on budget, especially for special effects, which I think is, I want to get into this later. Why the hell is something that Greg Nicotero is producing so limited on their budget for special effects? Huh? I don't get that. But if you are, the way they handled a particular scene is the way to do it, with the flashing lights where you can barely make out what's going on in the with the gore, and they handled that well, I thought. You mentioned Denise Crosby, Pet Sematary fame, Star Trek fame, obviously. And you always throw it back to the C-listers that appear in Creepshow. Would she be one of your C-listers? Or even lower?
Dude, she has to go lower. I thought she was dead. I have to give her on the D list. But to be fair,
D for dead.
Yes. But to be fair, like I said, Pipe screams Barbara Crampton. That's solid B, dude. Like, I couldn't even, no complaints. That's
no.
But yeah, I feel like an asshole because I literally thought she, like, I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be funny. I literally thought she died.
Well, like Ziggy said, her career did. Whoops. Ziggy, what do you think of Denise Crosby's performance?
Yeah, she was fine. It was nice seeing her again. I've seen her. She's popped up on TV shows and the movie of the week here and there, stuff like that. But she's never got back to where she was, in the late 80s, early 90s like that. But yeah, she did great. She carried it well. The story.
Yeah. I was really glad to see her back in a role, especially after she had died. So it was nice to see her. I don't know. I'm just trying to move this on. All right. So the effects in this one, you mentioned a Lovecraftian creature or a Lovecraftian theme. Are you talking about the creature?
Well, for sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, come on.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Everybody's all over. They love this. Is it Cthulhu or Cthulhu? What do you say? How do you say it?
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, right? Yeah. Fuck, I'm a Metallica fan. I should know this shit. But yeah, there's the classic creature design for that, the Lovecraftian with the things, and it's all there. And it's a great concept. They come through the walls once that they hit the rift, the time rift thing that allows, it's almost like a From Beyond kind of vibe there with that. But the technology they use to summon it is what's kind of like, okay, that's different and unique, kind of cool.
Yeah. I don't think Colonel's impressed with that.
No. I mean, no. If we're going to talk about the effects and the designs and everything for this episode, spoiler alert for the people who are watching, not too much. Man, the axe chop to the head was by far is the highlight of this episode for me. That was
superb.
But the fact this broad sitting there playing a fucking meat whistle, like that's wrong. That's why I was shaking my head like, no, that's not no.
I'm just glad you didn't call it the skin flute or something like that.
Well, like I said, it looked just like it was more of a meat whistle than the skin flute. But either applies. And that was
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. The creature was pretty basic, but it was effective the way that it was billed, and the build up to it was effective. And then the reveal I thought was pretty good. It was one of those kind of fuck you, I told you so moments. And again, when it comes to these kind of stories where somebody is trying to explain, look, you have no idea what the fuck is going on, I love that kind of ending. So this might be the shortest slash report we've done in a while. Anything else to talk about with the second part of the episode?
The CGI isn't particularly good in this one.
No.
Hasn't been. And I'm convinced now I'd like to see these episodes all be 40 to 45 minutes each. So I think you could really flesh these stories out better, man. It's just my opinion. But yeah, I don't really got nothing else to add on it. I did not like this one as much as the first one. It is good. It's not a letdown at all. It's just not as cool as the first one was.
All right. What about you, Colonel? Anything else to add on this?
No, I completely agree with Zach on this one. Like he summed it up perfectly. I really don't have anything else to add.
All right. Well, fine then.
No, what the fuck?
You guys are just being too complacent tonight. Ziggy, give this one a number.
There was a potential there. I do like the twists, and obviously you have somebody who's already hip to what's going on and embracing the coming of the end of the world, the end of humans, and then tells the guy they're not going to believe you either. What's up, Luke? Welcome.
Luke, what's happening, buddy?
Hey, there we go.
But when it gets to, they're not going to believe you either, and that's exactly how it goes. So he gets his last request, and yeah, you can kind of figure out what happens. It's dreadful, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm getting taken out," because they're about to give him the hot shot, send him on his way. He's in prison for triple murder.
Right.
Yeah. So fuck it, I'm going. You're all going. It's that kind of thing, and it's very, very, like that kind of Creepshow ending. I'll give it that, but still, as a score, are we giving it the score now?
Yeah. That's what I asked you.
All right, well, I had to finish my thought on it, man. It's like I did like it, and I just literally just watched these fucking things seconds before we went on the air, finished up. So this one, Denise Crosby, nice comeback, but CGI brought it down in a little bit. That ending is good, but not great. A 6.
All right. How about you, Colonel?
Like I said, I enjoyed the story. But now Luke said, he just started watching it. Doesn't much add. Got bored. So good thing you missed all the spoilers. I'm try not to spoil anything of the score. I appreciated some of the effects. The other half, not so much. I think I'm going to give this one a 6.5. Because it was enjoyable. It just wasn't as good as Pipe Screams, man. I'm sorry. And Denise Crosby, ma'am, it's nice to know you're among the land of the living. I apologize.
Luke does say, just here to keep you all company. I just started watching Creepshow, so don't have much to add. Just bored. He also says, don't worry. You can spoil. I don't get offended by it. Well, we've already had our spoiler discussion, so you came in at the right time. We're just rating it now. I would agree this one is worth a 6.5, in my opinion. I enjoyed both of these stories just enough to enjoy them. So, Luke, if you're watching this week's episode, you're watching a good one. So, that is good.
Hold on. This lucky motherfucker.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, who's doing it? Boom. Saw the new Mortal Kombat this past week, though. Not yet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I probably won't watch that till Saturday night, though.
When does that drop?
Tomorrow night, son.
Tomorrow night?
Oh, okay.
I'll watch it tomorrow night. I've been waiting for it. Actually, I watched the first 7-8 minutes or whatever they dropped. That was really cool. It made me go, okay, cool. In the same way when I watched the first 10 minutes of Dawn of the Dead back in 2004, because that was like
Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, it was back in the Sci-Fi Network. Right, we're going to show it uncut, and here's your first 10 minutes. And I was all, fuck that. They can't remake Dawn of the Dead. I won't have it. I refuse to watch it. I watched that 10 minutes. Changed my fucking mind.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Good. Definitely good. And looking forward to the plus the gore, man. If the gore is up to par, who knows? We might even get it out over here a little bit. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, I've been trying to ask this question of these guys a little bit over the last few weeks, especially since the trailer dropped for Mortal Kombat a month or so ago. Are we going to talk about this?
Why not?
Are we going to review it?
We should. I mean, it's Mortal Kombat is horror to an extent.
Well, we got a samurai sword like right through a face and a bunch of slashing and cuts in just the first 7 minutes I watched. So I mean, if it gets just to kick off.
I mean,
Hey.
you got Melina. She's a monster. I mean, she's like a fucking half breed. Still counts as a monster. Scorpion. Yeah, she's like part fucking somebody and part Baraka. But
I know what you're saying.
If anybody takes out context and kiss my ass, it does not mean anything by it. Stop being so fucking sensitive. Not everything has to be fucking political. But Scorpion's a fucking ghost if they stick with that.
Well,
Yeah.
now did you see the opening footage?
I didn't want to spoil anything. I did not watch a fucking minute of it.
Then
I'm pretty sure Sub-Zero kills fucking Scorpion in that first 7 or 8 minutes, though.
it just starts way back in history. I'll leave it at that.
All right.
Way back, like 400, 500 years.
I don't even know what the hell's going on because I haven't watched that. I don't really follow the Mortal Kombat that much. I'll probably go see the movie, but just out of boredom.
This isn't going to be that. Now, I appreciate the effort from the 90s that they did with the Mortal Kombat stuff, but this looks way more serious. Kind of like the way Batman dude. You had Joel Schumacher, his stylized Batman with the big neon lights, and then we have Nolan's Batman, which is way grounded in reality and darkness. I think that's what we're going to get here, and it's got me excited, for sure.
Fair enough. Luke agrees with you there, Ziggy. He says he remembers that on Monday Night Raw. That's what sold me too. And then he says the Mortal Kombat soundtrack introduced me to Napalm Death and Fear Factory. Let me say, spoiler free, this is darker and way more serious than the original. All right.
More serious than the original. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was. And apparently the start of a trilogy. We'll see. Hopefully, I mean, it's going to make money.
Yeah, no, he signed on for 4 movies. So, is it Sub-Zero, the actor that's playing Sub-Zero? Yeah, he signed on for 4 movies. So it's more than just a trilogy.
If it does well. I like how that was very stipulated. If it does well.
It's going to smash everything. This is the first big one of the summer. So,
well, no. Godzilla versus Kong. Hello.
I think this is going to be bigger.
It might be, but we'll see. Zeke's in the house. What up, Zeke?
What up, Zeke?
He says, Mortal Kombat? Really? What the hell's next? A damn interview with freaking Oprah?
Yep.
Listen, we just said this Mortal Kombat entry is extremely gory and bloody, which we like around here.
Yeah. And the closest thing that Oprah has ever gotten to that would be The Color Purple, and that doesn't count.
No. Or seeing Stedman naked. Or seeing her naked. Because either way. Yeah, I know. Another bit of news today. Do we want to talk about it Monday while we're here? The Conjuring 3, the Devil Made Me Do It trailer just dropped today. I don't know if you guys watched it.
Yeah.
But it seems like a departure from the formula, man. I was like...
Yeah. I thought we'd watch that on Monday, like with the audience.
We would.
Rated R, too, so.
Very nice. Luke says, it's not Day of the Dead gory, but it's pretty brutal. Luke, thanks for coming. And Luke and Zeke, thanks for coming and keeping us company tonight. It was kind of a quiet night.
We got a little lonely. It was like...
Thursdays are a lot slower than Mondays, but, and we're normally only on here for like 30, 40 minutes, so.
Oh, no, I get it. I'm not complaining.
No, you got to go to sleep.
Man, damn it. Speaking of sleep,
are we
back to Creepshow, though? All right, so hold on. Yes, next Thursday for episode 5, the Hell's Kitchen finale was tonight. Thank goodness. So we can
go at 8.
We can get on at 8 if we want.
All right.
I won't be appearing in future Creepshow reviews, unfortunately.
Well, fuck you, Ziggy.
All right, well, I will not be appearing in American Horror Story reviews if you guys do it the same night, because it might have to be the same.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
At least that one.
Yeah. Yeah, next week we will be doing this live at 8 o'clock. right along the time, so Colonel can actually get all of his beauty sleep because he needs it.
I do.
Monday, though, we are going to be ranking our top 5 favorite horror films that involve pets and kids. So tune in for that. It's Pets and Kids Day Monday. So that's where we got the idea. Colonel mentioned that. I was like, all right, why the fuck not?
And I said,
so tune in Monday. Bring your list of the top 5 favorite pets and kids movies out there that you've got. And we'll talk about that. And like I said, we've got a review of Jacob's Wife coming out tomorrow on YouTube. We've got a review of The Power coming out in a couple of days. And some other stuff dropping on our YouTube channel periodically. And, anything else to add, guys?
Spoiler for next week's Creepshow if you guys haven't watched it. All right, we got to answer Zeke before that. I don't know if you guys caught it, but it was like Night of the Living Dead Audience or some shit.
yeah.
That sounds fun.
The next Creepshow episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Night of the Living Late Show. That is going to be fun. We'll be talking about that next Thursday. Looks like sans Ziggy, but Luke says, absolutely, been trying to get people into checking out the DCS. Thank you, Luke.
Thank you, Luke.
Tell your friends. Zeke says, cool, a family-friendly show next week? Fuck no. Not with our dirty mouths.
What
Sorry,
the hell's
Zeke.
BSC?
Shush. I fixed it when I said it. Damn it.
I thought I was dyslexic for a minute.
You are. God damn it. Luke says pets and kids movies. That's a good one to look into. Does Cujo count? Abso-fucking-lutely, and will probably at least be on my list. I can't speak for these two gentlemen.
Yeah, like I said, we're not. It's not. I know we said kids and pets and horror. It could be anything. It could be Cujo. It could be the bastards from Village of the Damned. It could be fucking, for Lorena, Muffin from Friday the 13th Part 2. It's such a wide variety, man. It's not really,
Right.
We're not really putting ourselves in a corner on this one. No one puts baby in a corner.
I'll tell you one I watched just the other night, and I couldn't find it on any service whatsoever. But somebody just happened to have uploaded it to YouTube, so I watched it on there. Fucking Alligator from 1980, 81 maybe?
80.
80? Whoo! Man.
That's a bad one, man.
The fucking memories, though. And date rapey Robert Forster in that? Holy shit. Amazing. And I'll be honest, that one's probably going to... I'm giving it like a preview away of my list, but that one's probably going to be on my list too, because I just remembered that one as a kid and loved it.
It was a pet.
Luke, it was. Briefly. Not for very long. Luke says, I'll get caught up for the next one for your weekend. Good. That's all right, man. I screwed up. Nah, no big deal. Stop giving me notifications over the top here. He says, I screwed up. I took a few Jaeger shots tonight. Hey! Fuck it, I might join you here in a little bit because I'm due for a shot or two. But yeah, so keep up with the DCS. We'll be back next Thursday for another Creep Show. We'll be back on Monday for Monday Maniacs, ranking the top 5 pets and kids movies in horror. And we'll have new content for you the rest of the week from our latest episode. So for the Colonel, for Zigzag, thank you all for tuning in and watching. I'm not even ready for this because I'm not at the thing. There we go. I'm Red Crank.
I mistimed it. Sorry.
Slightly. I'm Red Crank saying DCS out. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Woo!